My name is Lecturer Kilaji Bishop Kenya Michael Oltome, speaking in Nairobi National Government, Embakasi East Constituency, Embakasi Miongo Ward, this actually afternoon. I'm going to talk the Word of God as usual. In my devotion, I normally like to share whatever God has shown me in the morning. And at night and other times also, I don't want to eat spiritual food alone. I want to share with you. We are going to study about how God is doing His own administration, which is very unique to our normal kind of leadership on earth. We are going to read about a prostitute kind of a woman called Rahab and the spies of Israelite when they encountered with this woman. The spies of Israel at that time, during the reign of President Joshua and a priest as well, they are sent to go and spy a new land. We call it New Land, Canaan, in the year 1390 before Jesus Christ's birth. If you add today that kind of dispensation period, we can say it is 3,415 years AD from now, long time ago. So we are told in this kind of a history, which is a true kind of a story, Joshua, who is actually the priest also, okay, is the one who have wrote this book, and also other people also are adding another one called priest again, Elisha, and also Venahas. They wrote this story today to us, a very, very exciting kind of a true story of what happened when this, men of God who are sent by in a foreign land to go and spy that land, which of course the Israelites are heading toward that land. They encountered a woman which God actually directed them to be there, and also their leader, to serve them after being, known that they are in that kind of foreign nation. And I want to read actually Rahab and the spies of Israel. Then Joshua, son of Nun, secretly sent 2 spies from Shittim, opening and closing inverted comma. That is Joshua chapter 2, verse 1 and the following. Go look over the land, he said, especially Jericho. So they went and entered the house of a prostitute named Rahab and stayed there. The king of Jericho was told, look, some of the Israelites, opening and closing inverted commas, have come here tonight to spy out of our land. Verse 3, so the king of Jericho sent this message to Rahab, that prostitute, bring out the men who came to you and entered your house, because they have come to spy out the whole land. Closing inverted commas. Verse 4, but the woman had taken the 2 men and hidden them. She said, yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they had come from. 5, at dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, the men left. I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them. That is the last message of that prostitute. The key verse is here. Why did these 2 spies of Israel visited the house of a prostitute? We even in Kenya have this kind of sexual workers, including even men in other nations who are also prostitutes. Not only women, even men can be sodomized sometimes and raped. Some of them are women, and also men sodomized, but other men also are doing such a kind of lust of the flesh. Men are also prostitutes, not only women. When you hear the word prostitute, Rahab, Even men are more prostitute than women. But the story here is talking about a woman. Why did this man chose, after being seen that after noticing that they are being seen by the enemies, they decided to hide themselves to confront this woman and say, hide us, which was actually an enemy woman. We are told here, it was no doubt a good place to find out information and blend in with other travelers with no question asked. The women who are prostitutes, there are a lot of information they get normally. And in the whole world, women are the best spies. We are told even Libya former president, which was assassinated, Gaddafi, all his security details are women. So, we are told here that house of that woman was the best place for those, spies which are looking forward to attack Jericho city, alright, to capture. They are told actually the best place to find information is the house of a prostitute. Because when a woman, men normally tell women anything when they become friendly to them. So that is why they are told actually the best place to find information was actually that house, and blended with other travelers with no question asked. And also there's so many human beings visiting these prostitutes from different races, different colors, different religions, because even priests can commit sin, not only other people, including even spiritual leaders. One of them was shot recently in Eldoret. A priest, yes. I don't know whether it was an Anglican church priest, yes, or a Catholic priest, was shot by a Kenya Defense Forces officer because the man has taken his wife, and took the woman as his own wife, in his own church. So the soldier discovered, and he shot the priest, and that's the end of the matter, because he was actually having a document to show that this is my wife. All right. So women also need to take care, otherwise they can bring death, unnecessary death, to the men and also themselves. So we are told the best place to look for information was the house of prostitute called Rahab. Also, a house on the city wall was the best for a quick escape. In that Jericho, fortified kind of a city, this house was actually on the, located on beside the wall of Jericho. So this people can scale off from that kind of a wall more easily to escape from the enemies. That is another second reason why these spies chose that house. And also, we are told in any case, they were discovered. But in any case also, in essence, God has used that woman, and they have actually, He has protected them and saved them. One time, Borana came to our territory, and we used to fight Borana in Marsabit. So these human beings, they came when I was doing with the World Vision before I went to study theology in 1995 at Kapsa College. These human beings, they are four, all right, and they are having guns. They came at around about at night, all right, at about 8 at night. So when this human being came, they have automatic guns. There are four of them. They came to Kamboya where I was, and there's a big tank there. I was having my children there, my 3 children and my wife. So I was actually having I was actually living alone, because now the school which was close to us was closed. So I was left with my family, and these Samburu houses are in a kind of a circle kind of. So they saw these enemies. So they came with guns likewise, and these people came at about 8 p.m. night, 8 p.m. One of them I know very well. It's called actually, it's a family of this man called Denge. MP Denge was looking for 1992, was actually looking, he wanted to fight for the MP in DP, Democratic Party, in 1992, politics. I was also for the Kenya Secretary General, so we used to interact a lot and have even, meetings together with for the Kenya and also NDP of the former president, the late President Kibaki. So I know Denge very well. All right, I know Denge. I know his father Gurasha. They are my friends. We used even to. We used to use their their lodging during the campaign season. I was actually for the Kenya Secretary General, representing for the Kenya. The father of Raila now, Honorable Raila Molo Odinga father. He himself was not with us. He went to Norway. So one of these guys is the person I know. Is the brother of, is a paternal uncle of Denge, who was actually fighting for the, MP. I asked him, what happened? Why are you here with your friends? He said, actually, you are people have stolen our animals, we got lost. Oh. But later on now, they told me just they have come actually, they have got lost when they are spying our area, wanting to attack us. So Samburus ran and they came to me, Kambo area. And from there, then I left to go and study theology. Now I was with my family, 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl, and they are not big children, okay? And now I'm now the mediator of these 2 people fighting. So I told Samburus, they came and said, the enemies are here. So I also told them, like the way this woman said, exactly, God forgive me, but actually I've also saved them. Yes, I just used the same word now Rahab has used. But I was not a prostitute myself, because I was a family man. So I kept these people, 4 of them in my house. It's a block house, which was built by Chalke International, which was sponsoring that, us there. Chalke International, which is now in, Dr. Max of, United States of America project, which have the headquarters in Nakuru. So I put this human being together with my children inside the house and my wife, and I told Samburus, all right? I told them, no. Yeah, I saw the people here, but they have left. That's the same word. Because I knew now, if these people are if now these people are fighting, we will all be cleared, including my family. All right? Because now these people are now in my house. And they have come to spy us like these human beings. So they left. They insisted, no, this is why in your house. I told them, no. All right? They have left. So they left. But I saw them again now. They went there. They did not go to those manyatas. Those manyatas. They went there sideways to wait these people now in my house so that they can shoot them. So I told them, don't leave the house until morning, and then I will take you daytime to Nair Road so that you can at least aboard vehicles and go. So we spent together because I know this one of them is my friend. All right, we spent. After, we delayed a bit, having, and they had a lot of meat, So I told them, can we cook for you food? They said we need only tea because we have a lot of meat. So we made tea for them. They had na ugali, alafu akakula na nyama yao. Na hata mimi nikakula. My wife was so scared. And my children are young anyway. I was having 2 boys and 1 girl. 1995, Alright. So, Samburus now went back. We spent with my friends. Samburus took the animals to water, to the water wells. And then we left actually again, Sambili, morning, AM again. So we stayed there 12 hours. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. 12 hours. Kutoka saa mbili ya usiku mpaka saa mbili ya mchana. And so they are boarded actually now, lorries that time because we did not have, tarmac by then. So when I'm reading this story, sometimes God can help us if we have wisdom to help others. With a white lie a bit, which God accept, obviously. Because which was worse. If we could have got to finish all of us. Because these people are also 4 of them, they have automatic guns. They have G3s. Yes. And one of them have, even M16 gun, I suppose so. Okay. And some people likewise, they have guns. So we could have been all of us clear. So sometimes we have to use wisdom, like the way this Rahab has used. So immediately after that, I did not stay longer there. God opened a way for me to go to Kapsaiba College to study there. God opened also a way for me to be sponsored by Food for the Hungry International for 4 years. One of the missionaries which was actually also faced a lot of problems. I don't want to repeat it again. Was called Jonathan Stone from Arizona. Was an environmental officer working with the Food for the Hungry, and he also got a problem himself. He was near to be cleared by a bomb at Anglican church, premises, and we don't know what it's about after I left there. So what we want to say, God can sometimes use anyone. So I was approved by African Church, District Church Council to go and study at Kapsaiba College. I went and did my interview on February 1995, and I was admitted, but my wife got also sick. I don't know whether she was also became so worried, I don't know. She got sick. So I postponed it that year, and I went the second year, 1996, to study for 4 years, geology at Kapsaiba Nandi County, and also went further to other institutions also, Vision International University, Ramona, California, an affiliate of U.S. campus here in Kenya, Limuru. And also I studied Islamic theology, also equally degree level at Columbia Distance Learners here in Kenya. So what we want to say here, I also taught paramilitary general service unit for 4 years, 2004 to 2016. During that time, 12 years as a volunteer civilian spiritual affairs instructor, because of the way, the seriousness I have loving this country. And I also taught African Church Bible College 4 years, many years, but I'm no longer now teaching theology, and also Covenant College of Mission International Churches, denomination also pastors. But now I'm a politician looking forward to be Kenya president come 2027 election with my vice president, Honorable Nick Gubo from retired Kenya Army, was on ballot paper 2007 election, and he has now told me to go forward come 2027 election. I have also power of Prime Minister, United States of America retired president, to be our powerful Prime Minister who will be in charge of all government businesses and also state agencies. Is none other than Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, retired United States of America president. Is not objecting, is willing also to come and be our powerful Prime Minister. I will just be a ceremonial president together with my vice president. And I'm also having a plan to marry very soon, God willing, my first lady, who will be holding the Bible, this one new international version, none other than our incoming head of state, youngest daughter, Honorable Charlene Rutter. The daughter of our incoming head of state, His Excellency Sir Dr. William Samuel Rutter. It doesn't matter actually, I'm going to inherit him, like even David, took over the throne of his in-law, King Saul, to marry Michelle. So, that is actually what the Word of God speaks here. That God can use anybody to save others. This story is actually applicable in my life because I've done the same. The whole matter will concur with me. Alright? I've even as I speak now, because I know Guracha, Dengue Guracha is hearing me, and we are also in the same WhatsApp in WhatsApp, WhatsApp, youth, kind of a forum, and also the Eyes of Marsabit. We are in one WhatsApp, so the all Buranas in that end now is seeing what I'm saying, and also Dengue knows about this story, and Dengue is they have their own, I used to go and sleep there in their lodges most of the time, because they have auspicious lodges in Marsabit. Okay, Dengue Kuracha. So I saved his patanango, ndugu ya baba yake. Na wengine wane. I saved their lives. And that's not the only way I've saved these Boranas. I've saved them several times. I was also giving them food of World Vision and, National Christian Churches of Kenya, which the government that time, the sister district management, chose me to go and be the program director, giving out food in all of Moyale constituency in Marsabit, near the border of Kenya and Ethiopia, and also Somalia area there. Dabel, Tambalabachana, Butiye, Guran Lataka, Guran Goda, Sololo, Dambalabashana, all those ends. Alright? I was giving them food in 1984. And also I used to help them because we did not have money for food for work to make some dams like Yashara Dam. We captured water from the Ethiopian and Kenyan highlands, and so that dam is still existing. That is what actually I want to share. So remember today, God can save you. If you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, let's use it. Because the Word of God speaks that from God comes, the Word of God actually gives us what we call, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 6. So if we are God-fearing human beings, we don't have we do have enemies, but we are enemies to none. If you are a servant of God or a president, in that case, you will have a lot of enemies surely, but you will not have for yourself. You will love everybody. Buranas, we used to fight them, but I've served them several times. All right, terribly or almost. We do to fight. They do fight Samboros of Marsabit, and also Siolo. We do fight, and also we used to fight also Somalis and Oromos a lot. So I am an Israelite-born person, but my mom is a Samburu. So I'm a Kenyan Israelite. In that case, crossbred, although my mom was also married by a Samburu prophet. So remember, God gives us wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 6. That is my word today. Alright? Remember, I don't want to talk much because we need to have good conduct in that case. And the good conduct normally comes when we follow what is called law, Sharia. Where there's no Sharia, where there's no law, people perish normally. In Proverbs 28:19, we are doomed to perish in that case if we don't have law to follow. And we need to keep law if the government is keeping law. But if they don't, then the citizen will disobey the law. That's why we have now a lot of people disobedient in Kenya nowadays to the government authority, because they are the one who are actually showing people a wrong direction in their rule. I don't know how far is that true. We are told the Deputy President, His Excellency Professor Kithure Kindiki, somebody told me he was beaten by, President Ruto advisor, Honorable Varuk Kibet. He was beaten, and it is not actually a good kind of a way of doing things. Because we need to know that in Proverbs 28, verse 18, he who walks is blameless is kept safe. If you walk in a blameless kind of life, you are safe from being in this kind of laws in the world and the law of God. But he whose ways are perverse will suddenly fail. So if that is true, it is not a good kind of a testimony to the country, because we need to respect actually those human beings in possession of authority. Alright? We need to respect them. So the Bible says in Proverbs 29 verse 18, where there's no vision, people perish, but blessed are the people who keep the law. In Proverbs also 29 verse 18 likewise. Alright? A servant cannot be corrected by mere words. Though he understand, he will not respond. So do not see a man who speaks in haste. There is more hope for the fool than for him. So I have visited the office of Deputy President on recently. All right, recently I went there to go and seek help to make a follow-up of some kind of issues I have there. We have so many human beings in Marsabit who are buried in churches, African and church, a church in Songa Constituency for the youths are in the church compound, and people are not actually attending service as well, because people don't want actually to jump on top of graves, whereby the blood of those human beings are still crying from the ground. I have written to the president, to the deputy president, when he was actually in the Ministry of Internal Security and administration coordination. He is still keeping on telling me, wait, Miss Office. I went again recently. Alright, again, I went there recently, some few days, on Tuesday, this week, alright, and they are still keeping telling me, wait. So even the deputy president need not to provoke people to fight him, because now I've written to him long time ago. That was actually on September 9th. Alright? September 9th. I wrote to him about that day. September 9th. Alright? I started writing to him for those execution of those human beings. He still keeping telling me, imagine kutoka September 2024 up to now. Alright? It is here. Yeah, the information are here. It is here, surely. Alright? As if that's not enough, I wrote to the State Department for Internal Security and National Administration, Arambe House, CS, Minister of Internal Security. Again, here it is. Alright? I wrote again on 16 September 2024. You have received this. I wrote again when it's in Deputy President Office, the Office of the Deputy President. Alright? Parliament Road, Nairobi City, Arampe Annex House, when it's now the Deputy President, to execute these human beings. Alright? The Deputy President is not responding. For almost now, close to a year. Alright? So from September to this time now, this is actually so many months. It's about 10 months. He's still keeping on telling me, wait. People don't attend the services there in my church compound. In Songa Constituency, we have also, prepared a place whereby we can lay to rest again those human beings, 4 university students, 4 choir members. He's not responding. He's keeping on telling me, wait. Alright? I've told you the person who has actually even heaped those human beings in a mass grave is an AIC now currently, Marsabit Bishop called Daniel Madada. Alright? His children, he is a Samburu man from Mount Kulal. His children now in Tribcombos inside Borana. Alright? When Borana he killing Samburus, his children are not killed because he's alliancing with some kind of terrorists. Yeah, there. All these, missionaries whom I know, none of them is there. Their vehicles have been, destroyed, and they have been actually stored in their stations. I reported this one to Kindiki. Alright? No answer. He's still telling me wait. Alright? So this kind of behaviors can provoke people to fight Kindiki. Alright? Because you cannot expect somebody to hit the deputy president, Makovi, slapping, probably, okay? And just for nothingness. He must have provoked this man called that's somebody told me. Whether it's true or not, but that's the one. Alright? Yes. I've told him about the station which the IC has given me, and we want to check whether there are people are alive inside those graves. The IC has also given me these stations. Alright? Alright? 24 station. Here they are. Alright? Alright? 24 of them. You can check. Page 2. They are here. Alright? Page 3. Here. You can see he has signed it. His officer signed, they have received. And I told them actually I was near to be killed recently when I went there. Help me with soldiers, anti-terror police. Otherwise I will be hit also myself in the same church. Here it is. You can see the church now has turned up to the graveyard. You can see this in a forest form. All this, youth I'm saying, the one who are hit in the church, killed. I am there with a brown suit, holding the Bible. I am here preaching also in my church. Alright? And the Madada is here pretending to give you food. From Food for the Hungry, the bishop now there, who is actually becoming notorious. And he has sold part of a church, the one now with so many people hid inside, in a mass grave. Alright? What do you want to say? The other day when I went actually to visit Kindiki, Samburus are fighting terribly. Alright? Samburu have been fighting terribly together with Turkanas. The president was away from the country. And we are told even Turkanas have been using armored vehicles with bombs. Yes. And they have left their 77,000 square kilometers land called county government of Turkana. The biggest one after Marsabit, which of course Marsabit is bigger. But whoever has done this kind of calculation was wrong. They say Marsabit is 70,961 square kilometers area, but it's bigger than Turkana. They say Turkana is dividing Marsabit by being 77,000 square kilometers. And Samburu County is 21 square kilometers, very small area. The Kindiki told them to invade Samburus, to take the livestock, and they have used tanks and bombs to clear Samburus. The son of my uncle also was killed, Lemosa. He was among the people who have been killed. My relative. My mom come from Lemosa family. Mtoto and Dukuyage was among those people now who are reported dead there. What do I want to say? Kindiki, we are told it was actually hit hard by President Ruto, His Excellency Dr. Ruto, advisor. So I don't know how far is that true, but 75 of rumors is true. Remember, my government is here. I'm here. United States of Kenya Republic President, come 2027 elections. My Vice President, the one I'm saying, retired Kenya Army or Kenya Defense Forces Brigadier is here. Okay, His Excellency Nick Gugubo is going to be my Vice President. Obama is here also, you can see him, yeah. Retired United States of Kenya Republic President of, retired of America President. Okay, retired United States of America President is going to rule us again, being a very powerful Prime Minister. I'm here. The flag we are going to use is there. Monetary impact also, we are going to use US dollars because of the petroleum we want to trade outside the countries. So we are going to have actually a kind of a different monetary kind of currencies. This one of ours is a bit lower. It has low value. So if we want to trade now, because we are going to open again now Mafuta, those petroleum crude oil in my farm, in my station now, Kurkum Station, Kargi Marsabit, the one which was sealed by Moi, but it was a British kind of petroleum used by that time, 1920 to 1963. and they sealed it when they left. It is in one of the station I'm given of IAM, Kurkum. So the government will, the next government will have a share, and it is mine because it is in my farm. So we are going to have actually a kind of a different monetary kind of impact because of those kind of petroleum we have in Turkana, Gamiatu, and also Marsabit in my land. So we are going to use actually a kind of a currency. We call it US dollars in the next government. And we are going to actually to observe humanity life. The right to life will be there for all human beings living in Kenya, regardless of which tribe, which nationality, which religion you come from, gender or color. And you will have also the right of to own property every part of the country for 7 county government, 290 constituencies, and 1,450 assemblies. No one will disturb you. The right of freedom of expression will be there. No one will shoot journalists as this government is doing. There will be also the right of worship, except those people who are worshipping idol worshippers. All priests should be trained in that government. There will be right of association likewise. We will also right of freedom of movement anywhere you want to go, and the right to equal treatment by all persons. No one will be, considered to be better than any other human beings. We will be all level-headed. We either rise or fall in that government, and we will actually rise. Free medical care will be provided. Free education for those who cannot afford. Land and housing will be provided in, wards levels. Title deeds will be given. Food cost will not cost more than 50 per kilo because of sugar or even white flour. It will also have a clean drinking water, and so forth, and clean environment, sanitation. Alright, that is the kind of government we are expecting. I have already, it is also in, SAP, is in all this kind of stuff. There will be no tribalism, no religious differences in that case. We will also consider everyone as a human being created by God. The Bill of Rights also contained in the Constitution will be also there. We want to respect all tribes or colors or races or nationality human being living in Kenya. There will be no bloodshed. We are also going to respect all United Nations organizations like UN organization, East Africa, ECOWAS, West African kind of organization on East Africa. We are all going to be faithful kind of a government. Will be focused to improve humanity life and respect everyone, including even young and old, and poor and rich likewise. But I believe we will all be rich. So remember that Kenya is the scientist, evolutionist scientist, speaks of is a cradle of humanity, which stretches in the Bible from very far. Iraq, by Egypt, Ethiopia to Kenya, Marsabit. And it is a fertile crescent worldwide with a lot of resources, gold and everything, and best climate for longevity of life of human. So whoever want to become a Kenyan citizen, we have a surplus of land, we can have you in the next government. So may God bless you, and I look forward to be your president. Pray for me. Now I want to speak about my mom language a bit, to encourage these Samburus which are now affected by, that civil war which has cleared them, so many of them last Tuesday. They have lost a lot of livestock. I want the president of Kenya to restock that area to give them livestock, and if they cannot return the animals. And more, so even most of them have been cleared by the armed vehicles fire. Bombs, improvised explosive bombs are also placed there, and they have cleared so many animals and human beings, including one of my uncle's son, Lemosa, from Tomb there. My mom is from Lemosa family, the daughter of Nakune, and Guam, was his father. That's actually, that's my, my uncles. So one of the son was killed in that kind of skirmishes or bloodshed of Kenya. So I say probably also for those who have lost their lives, and not only those ones, including those who are also abducted their loved ones all over the country, for 7 county government, 290 constituencies, and 1,450 ward assemblies. Otherwise, Poland is everyone who have lost human beings. and went to the president to pay the blood of those human beings, and also to return the animals, and also to tell Kindeki to help me to go and exhume those human beings, and also to look where these missionaries of African Church was torn from their station, and no one knows where about they are, and also to contact America, because most of these priests are from America, like Gary Chapin, Tim Kelty, all right, Michael, Butterman, Brian Hoffman. We are told actually is here. Is one of the in this is here in Nairobi. I'm going to check him, and then we have also others who are called Freedom, Dr. Freedom Focking. He's also Germany. We don't know where about he is. He is the one who have started the court station there, and also Charles Barnett family, and many others. There are so many. These people are Anderson, Howard Anderson, and Herbert Anderson. Tim Kelty said it. And we need to look where about this human being were. Jonathan Woodworth, and many others also, like Tim Tisdale and Tim Hens, Tumbo Knowles, Sonabol, I have said that. Tim Kelty said, Gary Chapin, Tim Tisdale, Dale Beverly, and so many of them. Brian Hoffman, I have said, and Albert Henderson, and also Howard Anderson, the letter. But his sons also need to be known where about they are. His father is the one who have actually helped me, and also Herbert Anderson. My mom was their maid. So we need to check these missionaries and also take them back to their stations when I will now start my work there, because the station now belong to me, 24 of them. So I will recall them back. I'll also exhume Reverend L. Anderson, the one who have started those church mission station, in those parts, together with the Tim Tisdale family, Paul Tisdale. We want to exhume even, Reverend L. Anderson, the one who baptized me, to take it to Marsabit, and bury him there. Either in Logo, the first station, where I was baptized in 1975, or Marsabit town. We are going to exhume from the graveyard at Kijabe together with his wife, Esther Ford. If I become president, we will also take them to those ends. He's a British missionary who baptized even more and also helped all of us, as he was our sponsor. So we cannot just let him just be buried in outside, in African Church Hospital Mission in Kijabe. I know, I've seen his grave there. So we are going to exhume them, Hester Ford and also Reverend Al John Anderson, and take them back to Marsabit, the American missionary. And he was also the first district commissioner of Marsabit, the one who told us about that petroleum in Kurkum that they have been using. Also was the district commissioner in 1920 to 1963, during colonial government, nice government, obvious, nice. Before they left the country to be destroyed by blacks, which of course I'm going to restore the sanity, that kind of a sanity destroyed country, into a glorious kind of a country come 2027 elections. Otherwise, anta kaje usamburu poleni sana. Lali amutoka men kume aje mitokul kume ama murata. Amutodwana ajo kamurata kume kamili. Dodwana ajo la yuga murata mgoshua kamili. Kaina biko kwenda marne amurata. Ni hata tanta liliana. Wa amerungishwa dwana ngishwa murati. Anyo bi pala som. Katilikantai wiki na bongo rinya ajo kumadada. Katilikantai musuri sana. Meaning shojo amkara bangna prophet na ikimpanya banga tunaji casting lot na gona chaga na asle sepen shidei inatoki na anaje inatoki na abonisho ngidongi dei go cha bagyo biblia casting lot is here ego chidei na katilika dai. I told you, yes, katilika dai ajo intungo meaning ningi kwa nini, yes. Miana ta se da dilikante nigi joginda mtoka joltomia kulle wona ke joltomia kulle nigi joginda antanga nam ke jimada da ke ke madana ke mada meningining dilika baganda ke gavana la ka jadu delengu ayoge ka ajana na gona ke shinya naji Meaning. Alright? Tinisoma kitabu na Psalms. 22 verse 18. Iko shida hiyo ngidongi. Tungane soma the Biblia mzuri sana. Soma ina ngoji Biblia casting. Iko soma hiyo inatoke inatoke na casting lot. Biblia the Bible Psalms 22 verse 18 casting lot. Alright? Iko shida hiyo ngidongi na ranga bagini na washu pa yeneji abagachi le 7 amka yuri ababa yene bole telora. Le 7 ka washu ka bagasi mudene. Iko shida bagawa shida ngidongi. The Biblia. Yana get le 7. Yo chizini nya nae tumeanza kuna wachizo ngidongi. Iko watch da bagi yote ni. Alright? Saburi 22 verse 18. Kejo. Alright? Kejo Biblia tene. Alright? I can count all my bones. 18 They divided my garment among them and cast lot for my clothing. Ining shojodi. Nejo Biblia tene kabisa. The director of music, King David. Okay? Ninyelo joneja. Adokoro mangatila ine. Yada masa don't question aurora bagun to kutina inza da negusun jina to lo tungana. Lo na kumi. Deyo nandel mangati. Nejolo mo lanka idene. They divided my garment among them and cast lots for my clothing. Adwana aurora tungana to kutina to ka washindong amkudunga donga ya na. Mangati tadi la Daudi lo King David. Ito dua sanda ingishin jajo. Kobo dua tungani to aurora na shom. Tana kita neji dale tungan. Casting load. Kau cinan kidong the Biblia. Cuma tu ye Michael Tome Kenya. The YouTube ni subscribe. Ni mura YouTube, ni mura Facebook, ni mura Twitter. Ye juga jo kentai kalau these brokers are telling Samburus who are people who are not illiterate don't to use smartphones so that they will not actually access information. Kajo kinentai lolo brokers linchi lolo da dumtanda itina merta lolo linchi abagu tunga linchi da tunga nang da tayu. Kalau lete soma tunga le soma de. Ni mining to ngi jonga tunga le soma de. Abagu le bono ko tunga le soma bilia. Kajo ndam tumi am tumi ya kuna simu kutu. Na gele kunta am tinda uran tu na endelea. Kaji dei madada. Nebele jole lingua abagu jusi bolo tu biada cultural festival te. Tachas ngaji na zumuta anaje samburi. Imadada dini wana zalo president ngutaji kinjia mudo. Alright? Madai dini atoki. Neti wana semitin neti wana ngorofani. Kore dene dala na robo boni yani yulma sa ninyo tena bana igun dwa suiti matugo na dana suiti ninyo to dele tawan. Na la yina ko bana yilgi nyon to gwan. Ngoto kuta tena mara miyeri boni yetene. Meyeri na manyi somi ni manyi yana ana gwanja dwa na. Nemi to na din gwanja. Na ye undel masa idene. Sampur na mas bigas. They are tossed like balls. Tena tato dana robi. Na ngoji anga na. Wote na mtu anakuja tu hata waliona unakaa kwa uwanja fulani naambia hapa ni kwangu. Toka hapo. Na unaondoka bila sababu. Na anatoa karatasi kwa cyber na kusema hii ni title deed yangu. Ni jamaa ndio yote ne. Yes. Ikita daga silep sukuluka bagi wa Israeli ba. Tangara genyo madai dine tu debe jogo ngone ka mada. Okay? Na kai barza tante amga la yile abiyole bagi ga tara kitini. Dele mosa, ndito le mosa de yeyo. Na manya gwasoro ko inganga le mosa ndito ya nakunei na yunga ngade moko tilera di lata nati lata kwe. Na yungo kola chief le moko tile kangaro jongo kola ko bona pija marta bitara usom. Alba yena bagari na amga idora na ninya lakini gati na la yuna na tira ga bolo police ne ga yoro na akui ya lai delo ne meta bagli ga dala ndito nye enya. La dala ga baro ga ro ni le santam le kula akui ya lai shon ndito na meta dada ngapi ya ina ndo na ro shona uni na manya nganga akui ya lai ga ngairo che yo parsia akir pa yeni parsia ga le mosa na ngairo che ga sherep ya da bagi ranga inito wo Professor Lemosa HOD Kenya University yo el Valle Lemosa na shagro algo ranga inito yiyu le kan sola Lemosa ranga inito yiyu babalenya ora ko ifo nyayu na jokuntai kai ba merndel tongana umrata na tongana shamrata tongale mamrata Inakitika la cheni hata tatini mamrata tungale mete le temele yo amerungu chune te kwa jane mate inakitisa lile la nikata yo nakitamara taranang. Alright. Kore tengara ini tunga dwali tamara tengara nyana na kudaiya nagara dingara mada kite tunga nangara tinai ai tunga ngopo sambru. Kobu bana nyangore yo kol kutua yakina mamrata na mamrata bakolo tunga mamrata nji. Kabra kol kutua bok. Namrata shin manandel mase. Ai ba ro tunga na kutua na mlayo. Wala mamrata da bagi. Ngocha kana mrata tongani bana tau. Mara sese. Nera da ye ko tamul gume ligmerta imrata na. Kai mi anyul gume awurun kishu. Ante manda bar madai. Nanda bar madai bana. Erengara sukuli. Ning kutu alinchi na. Tanai ning. Ning sesul kutu alinchi na tirori tanai ning so. Amu kita bagin tanda tengkai ria bagi chage na ji nanang di nan. Ela tepra. Amu lo tuju sidara nana. Jo ayun tu na bagin bagin bagi amu yun chana bagi Israel. Yes. Lala nganga le sama jadi lo tuju na ge nyanga le tepra ge na boda ge bei na tu ko na lo salate tena. Alright. Ke jangai rina ju to ke tena sherita ke cha ke na sherita olenga ela bermorju. Aja rachu jayo. Namanya nagama yo clothing kai tene. Jo yo ngare jo yo suguli. Engore sin negara. Nai ni tanai mura. Nyayo ndai. Ando boli jangol nyak bananda barang kita kelas ni mitu. Amu kata lagi awal lo sidai naga mermerta bagi tanda naro. Ini tu kena itu guru mati ya bagi tak presiden. Kata dari brigadier gubernur ini tanaji. Na yang bagas village jadi yang bagas konsusi is ni nyawa syukura. Yes, lagi nomor sebenarnya namanya. Songga location saku konsusi namanya saga kampo ini na lesamis. Amu kata range ini kampo. Na ina range pokoknya di left. Kai bunga baga Mount Kula. Mas na tungana da tudin na kape. Ebi ma 1995. Kabisa. Nyayo na jogun dai. Nante ngana aja. Tanai ning shosho na. Ama yo dana kutaki una ya na udo. Ninye mirere itene lilu no lako. Ana sigulala likin buna iti dala na tu ko na ke. Migi yon tu na dara yo na tungana eji na lako pesambur. Ma speakers. Ke ka chen masai kidogo. Lea Kajiado ya Tanaro County. Ya Siaga Kajiado County. Samburu County natua. Keki ni dengo mji kishinda bagenda ngobol all gume 56,000 tongumoi 1000. Kilometers. No all gume ja 20. Andara ujanda ingishon anjo ngojo gume. Au andara mali ya Kikuyu. Au mbeleka mali ya Ruto kwa Kalenjin ngombe yenu. Au mbeleka kwa Pokot. Au mbeleka kwa Somali. Todo ane goninda au shamba tara tongana madana na burungo. Yes. Eu belega ngombe no weleni ko Samburu Turkana County. You cannot step there. They will return you. Go back. Sabu watu yuko na nyumba yako. They have right to say so. Samburu yuko na county government. Masai yuko na county government naro. Kisii yuko na county government yao. Kikuyu yuko county government. Hata Uhuru Kenyatta ni Kiambu. Ruto yuko na kaunti yake Uasin Gishu. Wasi hamisha wote wa Uasin Gishu wakuje Kisii. Kisii watakaa wapi? Au beleke Kisumu Jaluo watakaa wapi? Now these commissioners, because now we are fighting now. Bantus are fighting Nilotic and Cushite are just, the catalyst. Cushite because they are few. They are catalyst in between. Now these two blocks want to shed blood more than even Rwanda 1990-1994. Kikuyus now, if a Kikuyu, if a Bantu is a district, is a administrator, county commissioner of Samburu, he will call people to kill Samburu rather than helping. So we want Samburus to be district commissioner of Samburu County. Yes. Peace now has come to Marsabit because of Saruni Masai. Yes. He is the one who is there. People now stop fighting. We want even a Samburu person to go to Samburu, take a Kisii, district county commissioner to Kisii, take a Turkana to Turkana. Yes. To go and help people. Where's the Belega Kavuli, Mukamba, naenda kuwa county commissioner ya Samburu. Anaenda kuuza ng'ombe yetu bwana. Huyo anaweza sijui Kavuli, whatever, sijui Kavuli au nini. We don't know this person, they call him Kavuli. Sijui Kavuli au Kivuli. Eh? Okay? It's not good. Mkamba anakuja na uoga sana, Wakamba ni waoga sana. Lakini wanajua wako na hiyo kipawa ya kuunganisha watu kama chakaola kumaliza watu. That's why now that the district commissioner there is creating problem and coming and sell animals. Yes. And Turkana likewise. He's a Bantu. So they are lancing. Wacha wajinga wapigane na wanapatia watu bunduki na kupatia kila group wanapatia Turkana bunduki na kupatia vehicles. Kwa sababu kuna ex-soldiers mingi sana army na hata anti-terror ambayo wamefukuzwa kwa kazi sasa wanaenda kutumia magari ya bombs. Kabisa. Hiyo watu walimalizwa bwana, Wasamburu juzi. Na hata district commissioner hiyo Mkamba na hata sijui mwingine Mkikuyu kwa upande ile ya Turkana ndio wanakuunganisha watu. We want the district commissioner to go there, Turkana land, Turkana. District commissioner. And also Samburu commissioner to go to Maral. Yes. We have dedicated people, so many of them. Okay? Lazima mutoe labor morijo from Kisumu. Kisumu now is my relative. Yeah, the county commissioner is labor morijo. He was the district county commissioner of Moi. He is now helping those people very well because they are Nilotics. That's why now the war subside in Kisumu. Labor morijo is my distant relative. Benjamin, labor morijo. Yes. So we need this government of Ruto to take Nilots where Nilots are, and to take Bantus administrators where Bantus are. They can speak the same language. They can talk proper. Okay? Rather than going there and kill. And soldiers also, we don't want to. That's why now Bunge is removed. Ukutuma tuseme Turkana sasa aende kushunga Samburu. They will kill Samburus. If you send Samburus to go and help Turkana, they will kill Turkanas. We want our soldiers, our sons, which are not there in this government. Yes. Hatutaki wadui watu wanakuja tu kufanya business. The soldiers we have there are doing business. Wanauza mbuzi, wanafanya nini? They don't help anyone. Ni raia tu. It's not good, man. Chukua Turkana, wawe Turkana. DC yao, askari yao, ni wa Turkana. Kikuyu, namna hiyo. Wakisi, namna hiyo. Waluya, namna hiyo. Jaluo, namna hiyo. Wasamburu, namna hiyo. Wamasai, sisi, Samburu, namna hiyo. Oria, Somalis, watu yao. Beleka district commissioner, Wajia, ya Somali, Garissa, Mandera. The rest of other administrators to be lower than him. He's the one who loves his own people. Yes. What has finished Garissa University? The son of a chief lawyer with master's degree. Because there was no Orias in the University of Garissa. Ilikuwa ni Bantus tu tupu. Na hiyo lawyer awandiki kazi, the son of a chief. Yes. And they are suffering. And he has master's degree. He's a Somali. He's the one of alliance with actually with Al-Shabaab to kill over 250 students. Bantus tupu. Munapeleka watoto wenu tena mara unaenda kutasa watoto ya Oria University huko kwao. Munaondoa mapastors, maaskari, munaenda kutoa sisi kwa mahali ambayo tunaeleza watu wetu mneno la Mungu. Na kwenda kuuza area yetu na kuja kujenga yenu. Unatuma askari huko ya Bantus, huko Marsabit, wanaenda kuchukua gold kuleta Meru ama kwa wakina Kindiki. Na kuletea ng'ombe na mbuzi yetu. Yes. Kindiki is laughing when he's seeing people killing each other on Tuesday. And I think that's why he was beaten up, seriously, when the prison was away. Because he was actually the war was actually to break all over the country. All, pastoralist area. And every time the prison is away, hata alikuwa Rigathi Gachagua, he used to provoke war, people to kill each other terribly. Every time the prison is away, a lot of people are shedding blood. We don't want the Bantus to be in pastoralist area, to be administrators there. Let them be there as civilians as the way they are, but not administrators. Tunataka Samburu County Commissioner Marlal. Tunataka Turkana County Commissioner Lodwar. Alright? Yes.